Hello there, welcome to my channel. In this video, we want to look at a question from a March common test. This is a question paper from March 2022. So we are going to look at question 4.3 on this question paper. Our question reads, a total amount of 248.8 billion rands was allocated to the health sector in the 2022 budget speech. Table 3 below shows the funding of the COVID-19 vaccine rollout budget plan. We given table 3, funding of the COVID-19 vaccine rollout budget, funding that we are given that obviously you need to go through before you start to answer the question. So this is the information that we have according to the table. So you can just try to see what we have in our table. So having that now, I believe that we have got the question part, whereby we are going to go down and try to see in terms of use the information in table 3 above to answer the following questions. 4.3.1, determine the decrease as a number in the total allocated from 2021 2022 to 2022 2023. So also give a reason for this decrease. So you would see that the movement that is being asked is depicted on our graph from the movement that we are seeing from 6,000 to 3,000. That is from the period 2021 to 2022. So basically, you'd see that you are just going to calculate the difference that is there between 6,000 and 3,000. So on the answer section, we are just going to present it. So on the answer section, we are going to say decrease is equal to, then we can show the calculation by saying 6,000 minus 3,000. So we are saying 6,000 minus 3,000. And then obviously the answer that you're going to get there is going to be our 3,000. So we are saying 3,000. But if you go back to the question, you see that the presentation that we are having, our figures are in the form of million. So we are going to present our final answer in millions. So we are saying 3,000 million. So basically, that's what we have in terms of our final answer. So having that now, we can now be able to move on to the next part of our question, whereby our next part reads, give a reason for this decrease. So if you go to the table, you would see that according to information given, it means most of the population received the vaccine. We are seeing that the vaccine is being spread to other sectors. We've got South African Medical Research Council. We also have the government communication and information system. So basically, that's the reason that we are just going to give that. So we're saying the reason most of the population received the vaccine. So this is what we have in terms of our 4.3.1. So we try to move on to the next part of our question, which now reads, the statement was made that the vaccine rollout funding was less than 1% of the total budget allocation for health sector in 2022. Verify this statement is correct, showing all calculations. So obviously, we have to show by making a fraction and then convert it to a percentage is by saying the vaccine rollout funding in 2022. So the vaccine, we can just maybe try to highlight vaccine rollout funding. And the year that we are going to be particular with is 2022. So we go there and try to identify it. This is going to be our numerator. You see that this is our 2022. We are seeing that our 2022 is being represented here. So obviously, we are saying this is 3. We have got 3,000. So this is going to be your numerator, and then our denominator is going to be the total budget allocation. So total budget allocation, if you go up, you see that we are given the total budget allocation is 248.8 billion. So this is going to be your denominator. So on our other section, we are going to convert our 3,000 that we have. 3,000 is convert it to a billion so that we can calculate it on the same terms. So our numerator is going to be 3,000 million as indicated here, which is also, if converted to billion, it becomes 3 billion. So you don't have 3 billion over 248.8 billion. So this is on our answer section. We are saying 3% of total budget, we've got 3 billion, and then we divide by 248.8 billion. And then other than that, we can multiply by 100 over 1 so that we convert to percentage. So if you multiply that, let's see that you're going to get your answer is 1.2 057 878. So basically this is what we have. But obviously if you have back to the question to try to see if we put any instruction in terms of rounding off. But you see that we don't have, so we can round it off to the nearest 2 decimal places, whereby we are going to get our final answer is, of course, this is a percentage, so we're going to say 1.21 as we are rounding off. We've got 0 here, 5, and 5 is going to change our 0 to 1. Then we've got 1.21%. Then we go back to the question to see what does the question specifically require us to do. Verify if the statement is correct. So calculations, we want to see if it's less than 1%, but according to our calculations, it's more than 1%. So it means the statement is not correct. So we are saying, therefore, the statement is not correct. Statement is not correct. So this is our conclusion in terms of after we have made our calculation. So this is what we are going to go to the next part of our question, which is the last part, which is 17.6 million people were vaccinated. 76 million people were vaccinated in South Africa. This was 29.7% of total population, determined total population. So obviously we are saying the total population is represented by 100%, and the figure that we are given here is representing 29.7%. So this time we say 29.7% is equals to 7.6 million. So the figure that we are looking for is 100%. So obviously we are expecting 100 to be more. So basic proportion that we are going to apply there by say the figure that you don't have becomes the numerator, which is 100, and then what we have is 29.7, then multiply by the given figure, which is 17. 17.6 million, which is 17.6 million. Is 17,600,000. So this is what we have, and this becomes your numerator, and obviously divided by 17,600,000 over 1. And you see that the final answer that you are supposed to get there, you are going to get it as 59,259,000 259,000 259 259 points 259 25926. So this is the final answer that we get. And obviously we can try to see, we can try to round it off there, because we have got 259 points 0.25. And obviously in our question we are calculating total population. So we have got a 0.25, which we can be able to round up, which we get 59,259,200, and round it up. There you're going to get your 260. So basically this becomes a final answer. So obviously, as we are calculating for population, it means our final answer, we are going to present it in form of people. So basically, this is what we guys are quoting with this video. Thank you for listening. Please, let's not forget to stay tuned. Multiple examination questions will be uploaded on this channel. So let's stay tuned. Let's get notified. We'll meet again in the next video. As for this video, I'm out.